I have a quick question. Simple. Is it your testimony today that you personally witnessed President Joe Biden commit a crime?
I believe the fact that he was sitting with me while I was putting together a business deal.
Did you witness the president commit a crime? Is it your testimony today?
Yes.
And what crime have you witnessed?
How much time do I have to go through it?
It is simple. You name the crime. Did you watch him steal something?
Corruption statutes, RICO and conspiracy.
What is it? What is the crime, sir? Specifically.
You asked me to answer the question. I answered the question.
No.
RICO, you're obviously not familiar with. Corruption
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. God have mercy on your soul.
Breaking news into the Fanfare newsfeed.
Did you think that the clown show known as the Biden administration could actually get worse? It has. Seriously, the wheels are coming off every single day. We are seeing ineptitude at an epic level. There were a few instances of insanity during the Biden impeachment hearing yesterday, but an incoherent rant by AOC earns her the dunce cap for the day. Just think about what you just saw. You saw a bartender, a former bartender, lecturing an entire room of lawyers about law. God help America. God save America. I know that I've primarily been a sports channel, but when I see this kind of nuttery, I have to use my voice and platform to call it out. This is so incredible. I want to jump right into it. But first, let me set the stage here of what you're about to see. Tony Bobulinski is testifying before Congress, and he's testifying under oath about his direct experience and knowledge about the Biden crime family. Oh, I mean the alleged Biden crime family. You know, gotta keep the lawyers happy. God knows they get paid enough. Bobulinski isn't some guy they just pulled off the street. He was Hunter Biden's business partner, and that's not in dispute. And allegedly, he was Joe Biden's business partner as well. He dropped all kinds of nuggets of information, direct correlative information. Most people who know the law call that direct evidence. But as we know, most libnuts out there don't care about evidence, and they really don't care about the law. And some, like AOC, don't even know the law. So enter your favorite bartender, Congresswoman AOC. What transpires in this exchange will make your ears bleed. The level of incompetence is absolutely incredible. It's off the charts. Let's get to it and react to it.
I have a quick question. Simple. Is it your testimony today that you personally witnessed President Joe Biden commit a crime?
I believe the fact that he was sitting with me while I was putting together a business deal.
Did you witness the president commit a crime? Is it your testimony today?
Yes.
And what crime?
You know what's a crime? It's a crime that this woman is even in Congress. Maybe we should address that crime. But she asked a question, and now the guy's going to give her an answer.
Have you witnessed?
How much time do I have to go through it?
It is simple. You name the crime. Did you watch him steal something?
Corruption statutes, RICO and conspiracy.
What is it? What is the crime, sir? Specifically.
You asked me to answer the question. I answered the question.
No.
RICO, you're obviously not familiar with. Corruption statutes.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. RICO is not a crime.
She actually said that on national television, maybe global television. She actually said a congresswoman in the United States government actually said that. Perhaps she should call Fannie Willis. Maybe Fannie Willis doesn't know that she can't be charging Donald Trump with a RICO crime when AOC says it's not a crime. Yeah, she actually just said that.
It is a category. What is the crime?
It's a category of crimes that you're then charged.
You have charges.
A long 100.
You have charges Sir, please
Want me to name the exact statute under RICO?
Yes.
Well, it's funny. In this committee room, everyone's not here. There's over 18.
All right, sir.
She might as well just be honest and say what she really means is, what's the RICO crime that Joe Biden is being charged with? Because he has a different set of RICO standards than anybody else. Donald Trump has one, which we see in the courts, and Joe Biden obviously has a different set of RICO requirements. And so he's about to tell her, hey man, there's all kinds of lawyers in here. You might want to go tap somebody on the shoulder because you don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Lawyers that went to law school.
I reclaim my time.
You guys
hey, thank you, sir. I reclaim my time.
No.
Clearly, what we are seeing here today is a continuation of the 15-month saga of the Republican majority lost in the desert.
Notice what they do here. Notice her looking down at her notes. I wanted to freeze at that point. She looks down at these notes continuously because they're not notes. It's a script. You can tell when somebody is reading a script. She's acting. She is doing what she's supposed to do to, basically confuse you from what's actually going on. They have this down to a science where all they do is come in and interrupt, reclaiming my time, and get you all off kilter except for the question was, is there a crime? Which he answered affirmatively, yes, there is. Yeah, there's a crime. I said it. I'm under oath. Now you don't want to talk about it anymore.
Impeachment 101. The majority party, or whomever is raising impeachment, must accuse the president of a high crime, a specific high crime or misdemeanor.
A few moments later.
It is a crime. It's an actual crime. What an idiot.
So now there are two RICO law requirements. Let me show them to you here. First, the person must be connected to an enterprise, and that can include anything from a crime family to a political party. Also, over a decade, that individual must have committed at least 2 of the 35 possible predicate crimes as part of their racketeering activity.
I had gotten a commitment from Poroshenko and from Yatsenyuk that they would take action against the state prosecutor, and they didn't. So they said they were walking out to press conference. I said, no, I said, we're not going to give you the $1 billion. They said, you have no authority. You're not the president. The president said. I said, call him. I said, I'm telling you, you're not getting the $1 billion. I said, you're not getting the $1 billion. I'm going to be leaving here. And I think it was, 6 hours? I said, I'm leaving in 6 hours. If the prosecutor's not fired, you're not getting the money. Oh, son of got fired.
It was a big joke. The entire thing was a big joke. That video was never supposed to be seen. Nobody was ever supposed to know about Quid Pro Joe. You weren't supposed to know about it. Now, people know about it. They're talking about it. And now we've dug even deeper. We have actual witnesses who are standing up and saying, yeah, he took money. Democrats don't want to hear it. There's a different set of RICO requirements for Joe Biden and anybody else. It's clear as day. They just don't want you to ever see what's really going on. If you're a praying person, please pray for America. Evil has definitely taken a foothold here, and unfortunately, it has taken root in our government. That exchange with AOC was broadcast globally. The United States is a laughingstock to the world. But unbelievably, there were some people on Twitter and on other sites that were applauding AOC for what she did. That just shows how detached from reality so many people really are. It's essentially like an MK Ultra effect, if you know what I'm talking about. The gaslighting by the media and some politicians has really affected many people in America. AOC serves to remind us all how dumb some voters really are. And as you know, she's from New York. She got elected in New York. If RICO isn't a crime, she should take an Uber down to Little Italy, because I'm pretty sure there's quite a few people who have some questions for her if RICO isn't a crime. I think you know what I mean.
Well, forget about it.
But when she wants to flee the crime infestation and illegal invasion in New York City, where does she go? She comes here to South Florida. She comes down here to the freedom of South Florida. What a hypocrite. I almost forgot, I got another clip I gotta show you. It's completely exemplary of the craziness, the nuttery up in Congress from these people on the left. Check this out. This is Congressman Jared Moskowitz showing up for the hearing in a Vladimir Putin mask. I'm not kidding. They're going to run the Russia hoax all over again. I just can't with these nuts. I'm sorry, I just can't. The US Congress is one of the few places on earth where you can flourish and get rich as a complete idiot. Let me know in the comments what you think of AOC's incoherent rant and her insanity. And I need to do these non-sports videos because I feel the need inherently to fight these nuts using my voice and platform. Let me know what you think. Talk to you soon.